I feel like you guys have been promoting this movie for a few weeks now. So I'm curious to know, Daniel, what have you learned about the great Sandra Bullock?
She's very good at press,
great.
which I was not surprised by. Actually, like the most fantastic fact that I have been able to be a part of learning throughout this press process was that you once served Weird Al a drink in a bar in New York, which I was then able to say to Weird Al, did you know that Sandra Bullock once served you a drink in a bar in New York, and see his face at that news? So that was really being able to be a conduit for that story.
6 degrees of separation.
I love it.
Yeah.
What I also love, Daniel, is that you somehow may have Weird Al's number in your phone, and you can just like dial that up.
FaceTime him while he's playing Weird Al.
Yeah,
he's playing Weird Al like he's.
I love it.
I could. We'll call him and make it really awkward in an interview.
I love it. Listen, it is. This was one of those, like, I feel like a return to the adventure movie, a return to like the theater experience, right? Like our screen was so loud, it was so big and so bright. I was like, yes, let's go. And then as I'm walking out of the theater, I'm reading through some emails and some other press, and I read, Sandy, that you say you might be ready to take a break after this one, that you're going to take a step back for a little bit. And I'm curious to know, does that mean that you will also be taking another step forward back into the films after the break?
I don't know. I'm sure. Who knows? I mean, it's been 2 years of trying to bring 2 projects through a pandemic. And I have 2 extraordinary little people, and not so little, but just souls at home that when I'm on set, all I want to be is home. So why am I going to step back and be someplace that's even farther away than where I want to be? So, when they were asking all of us, so what's next for you? And everyone had like great projects. He's like, I'm playing Weird Al. And Channing's like, I'm doing Magic Mike 17. And I had said, I want to be home and make quesadillas and get angry at why there's something sticking to the floor. I want those memories. Again,
that's what I was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. What if there was something that you wouldn't mind sharing, the thing that you're like, I'm not going to miss this. Like, this is the thing with my little ones, those souls you call them at home. I'm not willing to miss this.
Yeah, look, I can say that also because I've had the blessing of adventures in our business, and I've been allowed to participate longer than I thought I would have been able to, when I first started. And look, life is, we all learned life is happening really quickly, and life is changing, and life is precious. It's fragile. And I don't want to be someplace and not be 100%. So it's not fair to those people employing me. And, but I have 2 films this year, and I've been so lucky in who I got to work with. We dragged them to the finish line, and with so much joy and gratitude. And there's a lot of actresses out there who can do amazing stuff, and I look forward to watching what they do.
Listen, leaving the theater, it felt good to see. And so I think regardless of whether you decide to come back or how long the break is for you, I think that you have put us a major stake in the ground. That I'm
going to start a major hair care line.
Okay. All right.
Okay. That's the thing. Okay. You want to make that joke, Sandra? That's what we're going to be talking about for the next few days.
It's like, stop opening your mouth.
No, wait, Daniel, have you heard the story? And tell me if this is correct, Sandy. Have you heard the story, Daniel, about how Channing and Sandy ran into each other at the principal's office?
Oh, there was no
I've heard you allude to it, but
there was we were called to the principal's office.
So literally called?
Yeah, our daughters had it out for each other in preschool. And we would get the call, and I'm like, God, let it have been Everly. I don't want to make the call to Channing or Jenna and apologize. It's like, you make that call as a parent, and you go, so I'm so sorry. What can we do to like, it's like, what? It's always we. And then Lila and Everly, when we were in the DR, it was the reason Channing and I did this movie was so we could live across the lawn from each other and have them be together. And for a solid month, it was the Everly and Lila show in a way that you just go, our business allowed us to be safe. Let the kids, you
Yeah.
guys went out there, they were in your pool with you,
Yeah. No, I mean,
they were at dinner with you. He saw our kids more than we
It was
did.
very like having known at the beginning that like there had been like some principal office history between you two.
Right.
Watching that friendship clearly develop over the summer was very, very
pretty
cute.
sweet.
Yeah.
I love the story. Thank you so much for both of you for sharing that. I know that it's a very, that's family, it's private, but I do appreciate, because I think it's just such a fun scenario, and to see it, to know that it changed for the
Cute
better.
little 5-year-olds trying to take each other out in preschool is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
It's like trying to like kick the chair out from each other, like, and like
Yeah.
secretly you're like, yeah, no, don't do that.
Don't, but like I'm proud of you.
Don't do that, but
Being a little girl makes it like for some reason kind of bad.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.